Come on, y'all. Come on, y'all. Come on, y'all. Slant.
Yeah, but isn't this the unplugged version? I don't know. I think it's the unplugged version. All right, Polly, let's go. All right, listen, y'all. Just go ahead and let the guest play. Come on, jeez. That's better. Where'd I go?
Hello, everybody. Everybody, hello. Welcome to the Latino Slant commentary. My name is Polly, and I hope everyone has been well. And we are going to talk about an article that I saw, and it's like, this is too much, too good to be true. And but before I do that, let's say hello to some people in the chat. Just know the red shirt, Latino Slant, hail and congrats, Polly. Thank you. Orale. Hypnotic in rapture, hail all. Another monster. Sup, y'all? Relax. I'm here now. Okay. All right. I'm relaxing. So that so-called Asian typeface is ugliest. Well, we'll get to it. We will get to it. Wait, what happened? That 70s rock fan. Hola, Polly. Hey, that 70s. Thank you for coming on back. Thank you so much. And the great Eric K. Hello, Eric K. Good to see you, man. I haven't seen you here in a minute. And Elagabolus is here. And forgive me if I'm saying that wrong, but thank you as well for being here. Please take the link. Please share it. Let people know we're here, and we let people know that we're going to stir it up. And let's get my compadre from South America in here. Geektripology. What's up, brother?
Hola, hola.
Yeah.
¿Cómo vamos, eh?
Oh, just reading the news.
What a weird bunch of news.
Yeah. So I thought I'd get you in on this, and let's just get right to it. And
Yeah,
we'll do a little reading. We'll check in with the chat. But insanity. And
yeah.
oh, wait a minute.
Dun, 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 dun.
It's come to a point where singing that is considered racist.
Oh, come on. If you want, I will sing a whole song in Japanese. How
No,
about
I'm hey, listen, I am just a harbinger of bad
I
news,
know.
man.
This
Good
situation
Lord.
is right.
From the pages of CNN. It's like, all right, you already know you're in trouble. In their style section, under design, we have this article called Karate Wonton Chow Fun, the end of Chop Suey fonts.
Oh.
All right. So here we go. And they have what I think is a really cool looking restaurant sign there. This is written by Annie Quito. Okay. All right, Annie. Or Anne. Excuse me. Here's a thought experiment. Close your eyes and imagine the font you'd use to depict the word Chinese. Okay, everyone close their eyes. Hold on here. Let me put my. Okay, everyone, close your eyes and imagine the font you'd use for Chinese. Okay, all right, got it. You guys got it? Let us continue. Yeah. Yep, I'm racist. Ay, Dios mío. I peaked. Oh, wait. Ariel. New Times. Roman. Oh my god. Oh my god. That is hilarious. Actual Hanzi kanji strokes. Right. That's what I had envisioned. Times New Roman. And Darius Munchausen is here as well.
Comic Sans, you can make the case it is not racist, but it is bad. It is real bad. Other than Comic Sans, maybe Papyrus because it's pretentious.
There you go. Papyrus, Times New Roman.
Yeah. That's
Helvetica?
what
yeah.
No, Helvetica, I use it all the time on web pages.
Well, you're racist. Comic Sans.
Latinos
Fonts are now
Helvetica.
racist, everyone. Fonts are racist. All right, I'm gonna continue this. We gotta get to the. We've only gotten through two sentences. One sentence.
Yes. By the way, she's named like my city, Quito.
Quito. There's a good chance you pictured letters made from the swingy wedge-shaped strokes you've seen on restaurant signs, menus, takeaway boxes, and kung fu movie posters. Yeah. So. If that's the case, these chop suey fonts, as American historian Paul Shaw puts them, have been a typographical shortcut for Asianness for decades. Okay, I'm going to go on. Shaw traces the font's origins to the Cleveland Typed Foundry, which obtained a patent for a calligraphy-style printing type, later named Mandarin, in 1883. It is perhaps no surprise that this Eastern-inspired lettering emerged in the late 19th century, an era when Orientalism coursed feverishly through the West. Okay. Mandarin, originally known as Chinese, is the granddaddy of chop suey types, Shaw wrote in the design magazine Print. Quote, neither the food nor the font bears any real relation to true Chinese cuisine or calligraphy, but this has not prevented the proliferation of chop suey lettering and its close identification with Chinese culture outside of China. Any comments there?
Okay, where do I begin? First of all, I'm frustrated by one side of my family. My grandfather used to own a magazine. Actually, he did publicity in the magazine a lot of times, and he was creative. And I have seen him do this style of font and the classical Chinese drawing of the face my whole life, and we are talking about Ecuador. Second of all, Ecuador is full of Chinese people because they have migrated to Ecuador since the 2000s. And you know what? We really love the cuisine. We are integrating a lot of things, including the stores. The stores are currently the Chinese product stores are the biggest stores in my country. You go and you can get a shirt for $5 instead of $15 in a mall. So there's a reason to go there. And the chaulafan, the chow fan, is a fried rice dish. It's basically one of the main dishes of my country. You can go wherever you want.
Yeah.
To a cevicheria, a place where they sell seafood. And they will sell you a chaulafan.
Sure.
Because we love it. It's part of our culture now.
We got a couple of super chats in, and we can do this now because we are monetized, which is
Yes. By the way,
amazing.
hello to everyone in the chat.
Yes, the John Beck for $5 says, "Hey CNN, chop suey fonts is itself hypocritical. I propose we all call Comic Sans MS the female font."
Why?
Yes, well, explain yourself to John Beck. But thank you so much for the chat. That's just awesome, man. And that's 70s Rock Fan for $2. Polly, you are the font 10 of all knowledge.
That's
I see
good.
what you did there, brother. And thank you for the $2. And thank you to the John Beck and to that 70s Rock Fan. This is for you.
Dude, the chat.
Yeah.
First of all, let's say hi to just another red shirt, Eric K, Darius Munchausen, Clovering Times, dudes. Awesome seeing you there. Awesome.
Yeah. Let's read a little bit more, and then we'll get back to the chat. And type designers in the West have since cooked up many of their own versions of chop suey. Variations on the font are commercially distributed as Wonton, Peking, Buddha, Ginkgo, Jingjing, Kanban, Shanghai, China Doll, Fountain, Martial Arts, Rice Bowl, Tsunami, Karate, Chung, Chow Feng, Chu Ching San, JNL, Ching Chang, and Chang Chang. And if anyone's offended with any of what I just said, I'm just a Chicano living in this world, all right? I'm doing my best. It's hard not to cringe at the Chinese stereotypes bundled up with each font package. Come on, man. Come on. Especially when seen through the lens of today's heightened. Here we go. Especially, let's do this again. All right. It's a connective sentence, right? It's setting you up. It's setting you up. I'm going to read the sentence again from the beginning. It's hard not to cringe at the Chinese stereotypes bundled up with each font package. Dash, dash. Especially when seen through the lens of today's heightened vigilance towards discrimination and systemic racism. There wouldn't be a legitimate article from CNN, MSNBC, NPR without the words systemic racism.
Yeah.
I applaud you guys. Critics believe that using chop suey typefaces is downright racist.
Everything is racist if you're part of a cult.
Everything, particularly when deployed by non-Asian creators, especially when it's not the Asians doing it. How dare you? How dare you?
Okay, let's do something fun. Normally, we teach a Spanish word, right?
Yeah.
Today, we are learning a Japanese word.
Yes.
Bacallaro.
Bacallaro. That sounds like caballero. Caballero. Bacallaro.
It's a composite word formed by dumb and idiot, and is an extra strong kind of idiot.
Do me a favor and type it into the private chat. Let me take a look at it. I'm just wondering if you were typing in the chat, if we get in trouble for that. Darius Munchausen with a $2 super sticker. Just a super sticker. I don't know if there was something. Oh wait, let me look. Oh, it is Tweety Bird with a cape and the little friend waving. Yay, Darius. Well, you get Pumpkin the Chihuahua.
Huh.
Hey, Hey, Darius, thank you so much for the $2 super sticker, right? Super sticker.
Darius, I see you in the chat. Sono tokide. Sekaide.
I'm sorry, I missed that.
Perfectly. Yeah, that's the correct writing for Bacallaro.
Oh, yeah. Bacallero, the John Beck.
Yeah,
Means stupid. Okay, idiot. Wow, this is great. Oh, and Darius put it in there. Here we go. Look at
yeah,
that.
Bacallaro. Perfect.
Yeah.
And well,
Ah,
there's a whole history, but I don't want to dwell in that. There's a historic reason for that word.
yeah.
Yeah, it's like Los Gallegos in Spain,
Mm-hmm.
or yeah, there's a dumb
Mm-hmm.
town in every single country.
Well, Soul Assassin, we're gonna get to Old English because I've turned my beanie because I want to show the Old English at the when we're done with this, and
Yeah,
that's why I have the brown pride, as you can see down here. Because Old English and the Chicano culture are married with each other. So, anyways, let's go on with this article because it's just so amazing.
sure,
White
man.
politicians have been, meanwhile, white politicians meanwhile have been using chop suey fonts to stoke xenophobia for over a century. In her book, This Is What Democracy Looked Like, A Visual History of the Printed Ballot, Cooper Union professor Alicia Cheng draws attention to the chopsticks fonts, as she calls it, used by San Francisco politician Dr. C.C. O'Donnell in the 1876 ballot as he vowed to deport all Chinese immigrants if he was elected into office. Everyone was doing that in 1876.
Yes.
Of course. They didn't want to. Duh. Tell us something we don't know. Oh my God. Oh my God. Okay, more contemporary examples include Pete Hoekstra, the former U.S. ambassador to the Netherlands, who, during his run for Senate of 2012, was criticized for campaigning with an ad featuring a caricature of a Chinese woman and a website with chop suey lettering. And all right, well, I mean, that doesn't really give me enough context, I mean, it
Yeah.
doesn't sound
Okay.
good.
No, there's a logic that you can apply there. If you
Mhm.
are a politician, you should be a little more serious about things. That should actually be something
Yeah,
to concern about. But it's not about the font. It's about how much he's taking care of the message and the way he is
yeah.
giving it.
It's what he's
Yeah, and
connecting it
that's
to. It's,
professionalism.
yeah, that's just a douchey move.
Yeah.
And in 2018, the New Jersey Republican State Committee used a version of the all too familiar font in a mailer attacking Korean American Democrat Andy Kim. The incendiary headline read, "There's something really fishy about Andy Kim." Yeah, I mean, look, no one here is saying that, dipshits don't do dumb shit like this. but
But this is stretching it too much.
but
Really too much.
yeah, Hoekstra's press team in the New Jersey Republican State Committee did not respond to CNN's request for the comment. No, why would they respond to this story? Ay, Dios mío. Ay, Dios mío.
No, sí se les fue bien pendejos estos
Yeah,
pobres.
man. Okay, boy, the chat is popping, man. You guys are popping. It's like I can't even keep up. Some good stuff here. Just all right. Well, let's just keep continuing, and if you can, let some more people know what we're doing. We're here for a little while, reading this article, reading the news of the world, as they say. Companies and advertisers have also looked to exploit stereotypes associated with the typefaces during World War II. Oil giant Texaco produced a series of posters featuring chop suey fonts next to a buck-tooth caricature to vilify the yellow pearl. When asked to comment, when asked to comment on the historical posters, a spokesperson for Chevron Corporation, now Texaco's parent, told CNN Texaco's World War II posters are regrettable and inconsistent with Chevron's values. I
First of
mean,
all, is that what you are worried about,
you're
Texaco?
right.
About they are doing things way worse than using a font.
I mean,
let's
listen,
let's.
listen. This is pretty bad, right? But this is, I'm not making any excuses
Have you
for this.
ever seen how
But this is the
Chinese
shit
people
that
defeat
that countries
white
do.
people?
Hold on. This is the shit that countries do when they're at war with each other.
Yeah, exactly. And China is doing that to white people right now on China.
Oh, that's a whole different. Yeah, better watch that C word around here. We might get taken out. Hey, I'm trying to keep my monetization, brother.
Oh
You know what?
man.
Let me move this because I really don't like this image, and I understand, but it's not fair that you would add, and then to ask a company 70 years later, like none of those people are even alive anymore. It's like they're like, yeah, we don't know who those people are. That's not who we are now. That's legit. That's
Yeah.
legitimate. That's just, oh my god. All right, let me see. I see a super chat. Let's thank the great Eric K for $5. If you have an old English on that beanie, the imperialist font trying to cover your head is being oppressed. I do, and I will turn around my beanie cap later on. Thank you for the $5 super chat. Muchísimas gracias, my brother. Another guy who's been with the slant since like almost day one. Eric, when you came into the slant, how many subscribers did I have? 10, 20? Anyways, this one is for you.
Cuando canto la bamba yo estoy contento porque yo me acompaño, porque yo me acompaño con mi instrumento ahí arriba y arriba, ahí arriba y arriba, bamba, bamba.
Eso, and
I love that
someone wants
beat.
to send me a bad joke not suited on the stream. Go ahead and DM me Latino Slant on Twitter. I always love bad jokes. Gotta watch it though. Gotta watch some bad jokes, man. Shit. Let's read on, shall we?
Yeah. There's a point where I need to run, but we are still a bit
Yeah,
far.
we're just warming up, fellas. Similarly, online grocer Fresh Direct, clothing brand Abercrombie and Fitch, and the game developers behind Cyberpunk 2077, CD Projekt are among the many companies criticized for using culturally appropriative fonts in the last 2 decades. Okay. A spokesman, of course, a spokesperson for the Fresh Direct told CNN that the company unequivocally denounces racism. And you know what? I forgot to denounce. That's what I forgot to do today. I denounce racism today, but not Chicano supremacy. Anyways,
I denounce white rice with tomato sauce.
now I had white rice today with soy
With
sauce
tomato
and
sauce?
soy sauce and ribs.
Oh, okay, that's nice. That's
That was
nice.
awesome. Okay, where were we? Regrets using a controversial typeface on advertising and packaging for its stir-fry kits, adding that no one involved in the 2012 decision is still at the organization. That's fucked up. We got rid of them. We got rid of them, Asian typist. A spokesperson for Abercrombie and Fitch, meanwhile, said in an email that T-shirts featuring caricatures and stereotypical fonts from 2002 were inexcusable 19 years ago when they were released, and they do not reflect A&F's company's values today. The spokesperson added that the company encourages a culture of belonging and is committed to doing better in the future. You know,
You cannot belong.
you think that all these companies that the first of all go on record, which all of these sound so like they're like the same and it's kind of ridiculous.
Yep.
You would think by now the future is amazing because everyone has worked to doing better in the future. And here we are. This is the future. Go
No,
ahead. You were going to say something?
yeah, you cannot belong if they don't let you, and they are not. Okay, I come to your country with my
Mhm.
culture. I try to show my culture, and if anyone from your country takes a bit of it, they are
Yeah.
racist. Then we cannot exchange anything. I cannot show you anything because that will make you a racist. It's
Yeah.
crazy. This mindset is crazy.
Another monster says, I denounce white supremacy, but I endorse monster supremacy. What are they?
You
Soul
mean
Assassin.
Godzilla or Godzillionaire? Which
Yeah.
one?
Godzilla. Soul Assassin. I denounce pineapple on pizza. I denounce ketchup on hot dogs. What? No. No.
Oh, that
Oh,
depends.
we have to be friends. So let me yeah, don't drop it in the open. I don't want to. I know we
Yeah.
have a wrench or two in there, but yeah. Just go ahead and friend me, and I'll friend you, and all that stuff. So you were saying, Senor.
Yeah. Okay. If you don't know, if anyone in the chat knows, I studied Japanese 4 years with a literature teacher, Japanese literature teacher,
Hmm.
and he was amazed with the way we actually handle our culture. And he said that if you go to Japan and you know a bit of Japanese, they love it. They just love it because you took the time to learn a bit of them.
Just another red shirt. Have a good night, man. Thanks for being here. Go on.
Night night. Yeah. And the point is, when you come to America, not only to North America but also to Latin America too, you come to anywhere, start to speak a language nobody understands, and instead of trying to understand you, they will yell at you like you don't understanding them is because of the volume and not because you don't know the words. you know um
The John Beck says, I eat chilled pineapple on the side with my pepperoni pizza. I I am half denounced by both sides.
no, you're cool. if the if the pineapple
Oh.
doesn't touch the bread,
Hmm.
you are right. You're
I
perfectly.
I guess I did miss the Dirty Harry reference, man. Damn. You expecting me to remember Dirty Harry? I don't watch Dirty Harry all the time, but I will keep that in mind. So uh let's go on. CD
Yeah.
Projekt, which used stereotypical Asian fonts in games graphics last year, did not respond to CNS's request for comments. Good.
Yeah, and they set it up as is something wrong to evade any kind of confrontation with the newspaper. You just say nothing.
Yeah.
That is a good answer
Mm.
to people that don't want to
Best
have a
answer.
conversation. That's a good answer, and
Well,
they try to portray it as something bad. They didn't want to talk to us. Yeah, because you're
because
assholes.
you're crazy.
Yeah.
Ay Dios. In 2020, with the COOF pandemic ushering a new tide of xenophobia, Canadian apparel brand Lululemon fired its art director after he seemingly endorsed a bat-fried rice t-shirt design bearing the words "No thank you" by posting it to his Instagram. The design featured a chop suey font on a takeout box with bat wings, alluding to the purported origins of the virus. While the shirt wasn't his creation, okay, the art director told various media outlets, "It is something I deeply regret." Here we go. And my eyes have been opened to the coming of the Lord. He has trampled out the vintage where the grapes are after stored.
Oh.
Glory, glory. I don't have a bat fried shirt. Glory, glory. There's no bat fried t-shirt. Okay, I'm done. Um, my eyes have been opened to the profound ripple effect that this mistake has made. Lululemon quickly distanced itself from its art director, emphasizing that the brand had not produced the inappropriate and inexcusable shirt. Lululemon, you fired and then you distance yourself from an art director, from a guy who did a a stupid move, right? Couldn't you have find him, or what was it? It's like, you know, did he kill anybody at the job? Did he,
No, they
steal? Did
only
he
existed.
steal?
They
You
existed.
know, I believe that also Lululemon is, working towards the future, right? Of being
Yep.
inclusive. Couldn't they have worked towards the future and helped this guy out, or girl? It's a guy. It's a guy. Help him out. That's what, make him take those racial sensitivity classes or with somebody. But you fired and you distance yourself.
By the way, Shellback,
Yeah.
tu sei stronzo.
I, I'm so
Sorry, my
so
Italian
back.
part wanted to say something about pineapple on pizza.
Oh, okay. All right. So yeah, that's Lululemon. All right. Anything before I go on?
Oh man. Okay, there's a bunch of controversy after controversy after controversy. Then you come to my country and you will go to a Chinese restaurant and they will use this font for the marquee. And you go to China and you will see this font used everywhere. And you go to Japan and they actually love writing Roman lettering using the brush because it looks cool and they can use the same tools they use for normal lettering. So even Asian people love to use this kind of font. Are you going to go to China and tell them you can use it because some gringos are mad about it?
Mm-hmm.
Well, how does this work? It's a bit difficult to understand if there's something that the Asian people love
Mm-hmm.
and you're against because you are preoccupied about Asian people.
No, you're
How
not
come are you?
preoccupied by Asian people. You're
Well, you're
preoccupied by
preoccupied about looking good,
right,
and Asian people are the
right.
cute puppies right now.
Because the examples we given were here were misused fonts and offensive T-shirts. Your shirt offends me. Your shirt, it offends me.
If I one day get to make a shirt for my channel, trust me,
Mm-hmm.
everyone
Oh
will
my
be
god.
offended.
Oh my god. Yeah, I mean, let's go on. Racist undertones. For an older generation of Asian Americans, spotting the faux brushstrokes lettering can trigger past traumas. I think
Trauma ya nayo.
I think of words in anti-Asian or anti-Japanese signs. Japanese American journalist Gil excuse me.
Asakawa.
Sorry, Gil, who
Yep.
began his career during a wave of anti-Japanese sentiment or Nippon phobia in the 1980s. I see the font Wongtong and I see the words Jap, Nip. You know what? I don't like saying these words. I can't help it. In my experience, the font has been associated too often with racism aimed at me. Well, that's
Let me
that's
tell you
one man's experience. I'm not gonna,
let me tell you a small story about something that happened to me in Ecuador. Okay.
Mhm.
You had a couple of policemen harassing a blonde guy, really, really tall, white skin, it was from somewhere else in the planet. It was clear he was not from Ecuador. And he didn't spoke any Spanish at all. And they were trying to force him to show the visa that he didn't need, so they could actually get a cut, get a bit of money from him.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I had to intervene in the situation because, at that point I spoke a bit of English, enough to try to communicate and tell him they are trying to rob you. Those are policemen. They are trying to rob you. Next time, you say that you don't understand and you keep walking. That is actual xenophobia. That is actual xenophobia. They think that someone from another country is weaker, and they try to take advantage of that.
Mm.
Okay? That, for me, is a clear example of race-based discrimination from the police on my country. Okay?
Yeah.
You cannot compare someone laughing at you at the cafeteria in your school to that. So at what point are you referring that you were harmed by these words, by these letters? Because as I see, unless they actually try to harm you or arrest you to get money or something, there was not systemic racism. There was someone laughing at you and you didn't take the joke back. If someone insults you, you insult back. That's how it works. You don't cry. You make a funnier joke. This standing has no standing. Sorry, but
no, it's okay. It's good. It's good. All right. But can a font in itself truly be racist?
No.
In 19th century Germany, using a calligraphic, sorry guys, black letter typeface called Fraktur was considered as an expression of nationalism. German books were printed in this Gothic style font, despite being hard to read. The Nazi Party then, I said the deadly word. It got me. It got me. It got
Please
me.
tell America we need to exterminate the Yazis. Wait.
Cancel Polly. Cancel Polly. The Yahtzee Party then embraced Fraktur. It was even used. Okay, so all right, on the cover of
the correct pronunciation for Baiso is Baiso. Is from Mandarin.
Okay, all right. Well, hold on to that because I'm not seeing the chat. I'm just reading the article. So,
okay.
Then they embraced it. They even used on the cover of Adolf Hitler's manifesto, Mein Kampf, before suddenly banning the font in 1941 and then categorizing it as Jewish letters. Oh my God! Well, I mean, come on, it's so easy to use the Yahtzee practices.
Yeah.
It's like it's not even fair, man. It's not even fair, and you shouldn't equate any of that to anything that's happening in today's world.
It's
ridiculous.
Who actually took German from that time techniques? Disney. They used a lot of techniques to convince people to buy products. And they cannot escape from that reality. What they call merchandising is propaganda. It's exactly the same technique used in exactly the same way to force someone to do something they don't want, like purchasing your products. So sorry, Disney, but you can play that game. And CNN, I have seen the amount of ads you run in your site. Let's be honest.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, there are also examples of fonts harmlessly evoking national or regional pride. Take the distinctive Euskara, sorry guys, lettering used throughout the 7 provinces of the Basque Country and deployed on everything from monuments to restaurant menus. The large-footed, big-eyed Roman-style characters, as a 19th century chronicle of the region's monuments once described them, emerged during the pinnacle of Basque nationalism in the 1800s. but that's good nationalism. The other one, okay, all
Yeah,
right, all right, okay. So,
that's a vital.
they are. So fonts are racist, but sometimes they're not. Okay, it just
Exactly.
depends on that
If
country's
you're part
nationalism.
of the group or not.
Yeah. It's worth noting that in the 1930s America, some Chinese immigrants themselves used chop suey fonts on their restaurant signs,
How
menus, and
dare they?
how dare
A
they?
font based on them and they use it?
In the
That's
1930s in
preposterous
America to
to sell
to
their
sell
culture.
and to make money?
How dare
Dare
they?
they? Restaurant signs, menus, and advertisements as a way to heighten the exotic appeal of their establishments. No, as a way to make money. That's what you do.
You know
And
what I
they
love?
must have used them over and over because somebody liked them.
Yeah. You know what I love? These people are using a lot
Uh,
of language to try to conceal the real meaning of what they are saying. And in Spanish, we normally don't give a crap about that. You know how we call commercials here in Ecuador, and I have heard that on Peru and Colombia.
mhm,
Propagandas.
mhm.
TV commercials, propagandas. We don't give a crap. We say it like it is.
Did I miss a super chat or just because even with 10 people, there, in the chat,
Let me
and I'm
check.
trying to read everyone's, but uh, Kitty Bear, I don't know where it went. I sent you a
Now,
joke.
there's
Oh, okay,
Eric
okay,
Clay.
all right. Discord. He sent me the joke on Discord. Okay,
Okay.
all right. Gotcha, bro. Gotcha, bro. Gotcha. All right. All right. And you were saying?
No, that's it, man. This is
Godzilla. Eric K says Godzilla's racist. He keeps destroying them.
you want to know why Chinese people love the new Godzilla movie?
Because
The
of,
monster destroyed Hong Kong.
yeah. Oh, that's right. That's right. They were in Hong Kong.
Yep. And
That
they
70s rock
can
fan
get enough.
says, Latino slant, we need an SJW font. Perhaps call it Wokoso? Yeah.
The Wokoso font, I will use it
The
on
Wokoso
webpages.
font. I love that.
Yeah.
Wokoso fonts t-shirts on sale now. In fact, new summer jerseys are available. You guys want to see the summer jersey girl? Yes.
Show it.
Let's flex our little bit of toxic masculinity for a minute, shall we?
I think it's the unplugged
Cameron
version.
Pasha will
Power
be
must go.
proud of you.
Get your jerseys and shirts orders now. Shopify. Link is somewhere. Somewhere in the link is the link.
All right, listen, y'all. Just go ahead and let the guest play. Come on, jeez.
Yeah, it's very beautiful.
You know how much I miss Cameron Pasha on Twitter? The
Oh, yeah,
ladies he used
he's
to
so
share
cool.
were, oh
Yeah.
man,
Yeah,
he has a
would
great
share-
taste.
Yeah. Okay, let's go on with this article. And Oriental simulation fonts or letter forms designed with aesthetics markers of a particular culture didn't just approximate Chinese calligraphy. Decorative fonts like El Dorado or Taco Salad were designed to represent Mexico. Ay, 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 ay. Canta, no llores, porque cantando se alegra cielito lindo.
Los corazones.
Jones. Jesus,
And
the
dude,
same. Go ahead.
first of all, no se metan con mi cucu. Don't
No se
touch
metan con mi cucu. No se metan con mi cucu.
cucu. Oh, that's a great song. But okay, yeah, stop this, man. If you go to Myanmar, just follow. There's a couple of YouTubers on the traveling site of
Mhm.
this webpage. They are called Kate and Eric. They go to multiple countries. They were on
Mm-hmm.
Myanmar, on Thailand, on China. They live in Japan.
Mm-hmm.
So look on the streets of the countries they visit. Look at the fonts. Just do it, and then you will see how important having these fonts is for them. Because you know what, the fact that you can get something that feels similar to your font, to what you write in the papers that you do for homework, for everyday life, seeing that in Roman characters is pleasing. It's just pleasing. Feels like a part of you already. So yeah, watch the marquise, watch the lettering everywhere, and you will see this kind of letters. And yeah, I have seen this kind of lettering on Myanmar.
All right. The same goes for Pad Thai font, which borrows strokes from the Thai script. Similarly, there are a host of crude hand-drawn fonts purporting to capture the aesthetic of the entire African continent. Uh, this is now like not like there's. I think the article is kind of falling apart here.
Yeah.
Shaw said the persistence of ethnic types, as offensive as they appear to lie to some, lies in their graphic efficiency. They survive for the simple reason that stereotypes, though crude, serve a commercial purpose, he wrote. There are shortcuts, visual mnemonic devices. There is no room for cultural nuance or academic accuracy in a shop's fascia. The fuck is he talking about, man?
I have no idea. Actually, I
Serves a commercial purpose. Well, we already said that. Um,
what is the purpose of calligraphy? To convey in a artsy manner
Mm-hmm.
thoughts, to
Mm-hmm.
write something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you can do it with a chisel and a hammer. You can do it with a brush. You can do it with a pen.
Mm-hmm.
Every single civilization have tried to leave some kind of writing, so the next civilization will be able to take that for them. It's a way to pass on knowledge. Then you cannot pass it on because is someone gets offended in the other side of the planet.
Mm-hmm.
What is wrong with these people? Just they are trying to spread this real thing, but this is no dough.
Well,
This is a
no,
moco. They are
no,
trying to spread a moco.
no. It's totally wokoso. It's like because they want us up in the middle of the night talking about them. This is the only way we'll talk
Yeah.
about CNN. It's the only time. For Young Chen, a historian at the University of California, Irvine, it is not the font per se that's the issue, but it's how it's used. His 2014 book Chop Suey, USA: The Story of Chinese Food in America, even features a typeface on its cover. The font issue never came up during discussion of the cover design, Young said in an email. Problems only rise, he said, when the font is deliberately used to depict Chinese Americans and Chinese food as the Oriental other. Okay, so your book, it was okay for you to use the font for your book, to sell your book.
To say that the font is evil.
Chop Suey, the story of Chinese food in America, and you use the fonts. But then you say that it's bad when it depicts Chinese Americans and Chinese food as the Oriental other.
They are the Oriental other.
I'm so that's and maybe we need to get Emmy Chen in here, my good friend Emmy, and maybe we'll do like another stream with her, like when she's got time. That's if she wants to, because that's highly insulting too. It's like, hey, you're Chinese, right? Hey, what
Do
do you
you
think
want to
about
define
this?
Chinese culture to white men?
To Chris Wu, a scholar of Chinese topography, typography, and co-founder of the New York-based design studio Workshops, echoed Young's tempered view. I am not offended by those typefaces, rather intrigued by them, he explains in an email. I'm glad to see the discussions and criticisms about the ethnic fonts today. It reflects a much well-informed visual culture and a sensibilities to respect minorities. Ugh. However, I'd be careful about oversimplifying the stories and the sentiment of embracing authenticity.
Uh, Okay, so they want authenticity,
But
but if they use a bit any kind of semblance of that culture,
well,
there's
they're the
no way
ones,
to
but
live
they're the
it.
ones using it as well. So
Yeah.
are they being inauthentic as Chinese Americans, or whatever that their thing is?
Okay, first
That's
of all, is
uh-huh.
like if you say anything in America, if you
Mm-hmm.
say Ecuadorian in America,
Yeah.
uh, an Ecuadorian in America won't, in North America, in the United States, won't eat the same food. They will eat fries
Mm-hmm.
like you do, like everybody else do, because it's what they can get.
Mm-hmm.
They will get some specialty items from Ecuador here and there, but mostly the families try to live with whatever they have. Are they less original, less appropriate? Not appropriate. It is not the word. Apropiado. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Yeah, you got it. You got it.
Okay. Um, how do you define that? Because yeah, they are not living authentically Ecuadorian life. They are living as Americans in America. Are they less Ecuadorians for that? Because my best friend
Mm.
has a lot to say about it.
Yeah, let's go on. Beyond chop suey, it says. As diverse and modern as Asia is, its prevailing typographic representations remain stuck in a bygone era. So can we ever escape chop suey font? All right, man. You know what?
Escape from it, embrace it, make it yours. Eat some chop
And
suey.
and
Yeah, I know chop
and
suey is from.
how is that font or any fonts? You're talking about a font, man.
Yep.
Okay, fonts aren't modern or diverse. They're fonts. Fucking fonts. this
That's the
is
point
this
we
is
are.
this is a CNN story. I'm so like in light of the
Confused?
okay,
Flabbergasted?
hold up. Here we go. Because there's certain things that each episode, each article has to have, right? You have to have systemic racism. You have to denounce white supremacy. You have to have a Yahtzee example, and this in light of the tensions in the U.S. around race and racial stereotypes in 2020. These fonts are not the kind of thing I would want to be developing today, said Tom Rickner. Oh, Tom Rickner, creative director of Monotype, a 134-year-old digital foundry with several chop suey fonts in its catalog. Tom, what racial tensions do you really face every day, Tom? And if you do, all apologies, Tom. But we're talking
Okay.
about fonts, man. You're talking about fonts.
Yeah,
This story is
exactly.
hysterical.
It's
This story is
completely.
hysterical. Yeah.
There's real racial tension in a lot of places. Like if you
Sure.
come to Ecuador, you go to a small indigenous community. They
Mhm.
hate the next indigenous community.
Right. Right.
Is that
We haven't
simple?
said hello to anyone in the chat in a minute. And my boys here, the great Loki is here. Mornings of Mischief. Just wandering around just wandering around aimlessly wandering if Polly ever sleeps. I do, and oh look at Cavatano Che is here.
You're the
Oh.
Latino Tom.
Yeah, while working at the Chinese restaurant, believe it or not, the cooks were Latino and the food was delicious. Who knew? Who knew? Who knew? Another interesting. Not my brother worked at a not worked at a Chinese restaurant too. Okay. Yeah, and those are examples are all we find those all the time. Hey, Infierter. Wow, I like that. Welcome, man. Welcome to the slant.
By the way, there was a comment that I thought it was brilliant.
Okay, let me get through two more. Hold on to that. Cold-blooded critic. Hey, oh, Paulie. Hey, how you doing? Hey, I'm doing pretty good. How are you doing? And then Jedi 6. Dang it. I set a reminder and started playing a video game. An hour later, I didn't realize I got a notification. Well, we love that you're here, Jedi 6. Go ahead. What was your...
Okay, it was a bit ago the comment from Ella Gabulus. It said, no one is perfect. For instance, I was married once.
Uh-huh. Oh.
Yeah.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Well said, man. Well said.
Latino people are amazing Chinese cooks once I know what it tastes.
Dude, if you want
and
real...
in the meantime, you know, yeah, I mean, the Latinos are cooking, you know,
yeah, no,
Chinese,
if you want real
Mexican,
Chinese food,
Italian, all over in LA.
If you want real Chinese food, go to Peru.
Ba-dum-bum.
No, seriously.
I know you're serious.
There's a huge community and they made amazing food.
Let's get back to the article. We're almost done. And the article is in the link of this description. Thank you guys. You guys have been amazing. These first 2 days of monetization are quite a high. I'm not gonna lie. And I will not be online tomorrow. I will not. Recalling the lone Chinese restaurant in the town he grew up in during the 1970s. Recalling the lone Chinese restaurant in the town he grew up in. Okay, where did you grow up, dude? Rickner explains the foreign-friendly chop suey fonts helped proprietors attract diners, as much like the first wave of Chinese immigrants business owners in San Francisco in the 1930s. Back then, a menu item like Peking duck was considered avant-garde and completely new and different. But we've gone so far beyond Peking duck. What is this? He said,
adding know how Peking duck is done, right?
I don't. Adding that we now have alternatives to worn out typographic tropes. How's it made? How's it prepared?
You seal the skin of the duck, every piece of skin. Then you inflate the whole duck with air, and you dry it for a week and a half. Then you almost deep fry it in herbs. Yeah, so it's a balloon duck fried. It's a balloon duck.
Lomo saltado is an amazing Peruvian Chinese dish. Oh, there we go.
Un lomito saltado con papitas fritas. Maravilla.
Yeah, man. Yeah. And you know, I don't know what Richter's thinking, that Chinese Peking duck is so outdated. So
it's a balloon duck. It cannot go outdated. It's a balloon duck.
But look at this beautiful cover of a restaurant menu from like the early 1900s. I mean, to me, this is gorgeous.
Yeah.
God. Tokyo Restaurant, or the Tokyo, was founded by Charles Klein, Harry Sullivan, and Henry Fink in 1910 near Broadway, New York City. Yes. Hell yes. Rickner, who was once Apple's lead typographer, oh, well, there you go. He's from Apple.
Yeah.
Points to the flourishing of non English digital typefaces in recent years. For example, there's Casper Lamb and Yu Jung Park's elegant serif Ming Romantic, commissioned by Vogue China, and Google's open source Korean fonts, created by a team of Korean type designers, including Yi Rung Kang, who spoke on the challenges of creating digital fonts in the language. That's different than this is just
Okay, what's up with all these soy boys on tech? Let me tell you. I was one of them. Yep, I'm a developer. I actually grew. My family is rich. My mom is not. So the part where I belong is not rich, but my grandfather and my aunts and such, they are rich. So I had access to computers and such. Then at the point, I started to mingle with blogs, with Twitter, got invited by Microsoft to their offices, yada, yada, yada. I went to the campus parties, was the kid with the anonymous mask, and the best, the shorts, the typical geek asshole. Yeah. And life woke me up in the worst way possible. I was canceled by a lot of people, and then I saw the real face of this kind of being. You try to act as a normal, decent person. Then you have a lot of resentment against a lot of people because they mistreated you. You go to tech, you gain power, and you start to belittle people a lot, a lot. And I have heard the worst kind of idiotic things said by people on Google, by people on Microsoft, by people on Opera, by people on Mozilla, because those are the companies that I had some access to. They hate everyone. They just hate everyone. If you say anything about something, that's too mainstream. I like Star Wars. That's too mainstream. I like this movie from the 60s from a small studio somewhere in the middle of nowhere. And that's what you should like, because if you like mainstream, you are bad. Everything was terrible. They became instantly hipsters, and they live sad lives. They are preoccupied by everybody else, and their lives fall apart because they don't actually do anything for themselves.
13 people in the chat, 13 likes. Thank you guys so much. Here is Ming Romantic. This is elegant serif Ming Romantic, and I gotta admit, it's pretty beautiful. Commissioned by Vogue China. But it's inspired by classic stuff, right?
Yeah.
So saying that font is not racist, but this font is not racist, but that old chop suey font is racist.
I really just don't get the mentality.
Korean Hangul's writing system has a unique way of combining consonants and vowels for a single letter that results in a greater volume of letter forms and therefore larger file sizes for browsers, Kang explained in an email. He said the 2018 project had made fonts which can be complicated. Let me get back to this.
So Japanese and Chinese are the real trouble, because the fonts file in Japanese, you will get like 5,000 kanji.
Oh wow!
That will be interconnected, and in Roman letters you have 28 plus 10.
Yeah.
So it's quite a big difference. And yeah, if I'm doing a website, I want to upload the font. I will actually use a font that all the web browsers can render because I
Mhm.
don't want to mess with my customers. I don't want to make their experience in the site impossible.
Um, Kang says it can be complicated and involves creating various subsets, easier to access by designers and developers, while adding that part of its design includes an interactive function that emphasizes the letter's malleable nature to encourage more
Yep.
participation. See, this is where the writer knows what she's talking about and knows how to write, because they're not talking about racism, right? They're not talking about all that other garbage.
They are talking about their job.
They're
First,
talking
I
about
said,
design. This
yeah.
woman is a designer. Like, I looked her up as far as this writer's credits. She's a designer, and you could
And
tell.
developers, sorry to
Yeah.
tell you, but developer thinks that designers are bitches. And there's a reason for that. They make our lives impossible. Thank you, bitches.
My God. Pablo's opinions do not reflect that of the Latino slant. We do not call people bitches.
No, there's a lot of times where you are almost finished with a project and they make a huge change and they are like, well,
Mhm.
but I only changed this. Yeah, but that's 2 days of work. I will.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Someone's got to go to bed soon. Well, you better get to it. But we're almost done. Why don't you hang out with
Yeah.
us until we're done? There's also a growing catalog of high quality Arabic type design schools like Quebec, the Royal Academy of Art in The Hague, in the Netherlands, and the University of Reading's Department of Typography and Graphic Communications in the UK are also training students to design fonts in world languages, including Chinese, which is notoriously ero- er- oh, God, I don't know my words tonight. To recreate digitally. We need to whoa. I was liking this up until this quote.
Yeah.
We need to democratize the education of type designs across different ethnic and economic, social economic backgrounds. They found this Rickner guy and they fucking love him. They're
Open
like,
fonts. Open fonts. There's already
open
a
fonts
democratization.
for everyone.
No, there's already a democratization of fonts. It's called open fonts. There's a type file, OTF, that is completely open.
See,
You can do
I
your
knew we got
fonts.
the right person to join me on this
Yeah. You
on
can
this
do your
rant.
fonts whenever you
Yeah.
want. You can go and purchase the software for $5 and certify your font for free. For free.
Rickner then says there's work to be done there, but it's happening. The future. We're working on the future.
Yeah.
Yeah. Otra vez. He's not done. Boy, this writer loves Rickner. The right way forward is to have bilingual, trilingual, even multilingual typography, he added, suggesting that Chinese restaurants' menus could perhaps be presented in both English and either simplified or traditional Chinese characters. Aren't they? Haven't they? Haven't that's been happening for a long time. From what you know.
Yeah, they have been trying to cancel a lot of fonts for a long, long time. By the way, if you are still using Myriad font for everything, I hate you. I just hate you. Converting that font to web is almost impossible. I hate it.
Yeah. Oh wait, was it is the writer still adding stuff to the bottom of this as we are going? It seems like the rewriting as we're reading, because it's like, oh, someone's talking about my article. Okay. As a type designer, I want to celebrate those languages and those cultures. What we love is building new typefaces that support multiple scripts and languages. And today we're in such a better place than we were just 5 years ago. Oh, this shit gives me a headache. This article has been updated to include the response from Abercrombie and Fitch. It was also updated to reflect Pete Hoekstra's as the former ambassador, U.S. ambassador to the Netherlands. This whole thing is part of CNN's spotlight on diversity. And
Everything is racist.
everything is
Everything is racist.
so. Which here's the thing, guys. Let me kill this. Let me share this other page because this is the page to their main their main page of highlighting diversity. It's a new thing. It's new. It's new. Diversity is new, guys, and highlighting it
Yeah,
is
of course.
important.
It's not like our
So
whole
this
planet had migrations throughout
no,
8,000 years, you know.
well, this is the page hyphenated CNN style, and those look like women with 60s bob cuts.
A roastico cut.
Well,
That's roastico.
no, I'm seeing a very mod 60s. This is like an old photo. So I'm like, well,
No, but the girl on the right, the haircut.
either they're a rock band and the person in the middle is kind of holding something. I don't know what's going on there. So cultural stories exploring the complex issue of identity among minorities in the United States, beginning with a focus on Asian Americans.
Oh,
Okay, I mean, I'm just, so then they go down here. Beauty launched during the Cold War. Chinatown's pageants were much more than beauty. Yes, because pageants are, always much more than beauty at a beauty pageant. I think I saw it. I think I saw a super chat. I did.
Yeah, there's two super chats actually. One from Eric K and one from Eric
Oh.
O'Sullivan.
Oh no, I'm way behind.
Yep.
I'm way behind. I don't see our K's, but here we go. I got the John
Okay.
Beck for $5. Interesting that big companies promote open source so they don't have to pay for the creativity of others while saying it's free, man. Wow, yeah. Yeah, that's a good point, John Beck. What do you think? Thank you for the $5, by the way.
There's a
Muchísimas
lot of
gracias.
people that love selling their culture. If you see how Mexicans do businesses, how Chinese people do businesses, how Ecuadorians do businesses, we love selling our cultures. It's part of us. We want everyone to know us. So yeah, we sell whatever we are about. If you are Ecuadorian, you love cacao because we grow cacao, and you will love a lot of the ancient styles because it is what we grew up with. That's all. That's what we will sell. If you see the logo for my channel, is on the beginning of every single video, is a Kitukara sculpture, a Kitukara mask that I traced and put glasses on. But is something that was found near my house.
Wow, this is official. It's the Slant's biggest
¡Ay, jole!
regalito in the first 2 days of earning money through you guys. And boy, man, we hope that we are deserving. Eric O'Sullivan with $50. Good morning to you. Good morning, you two. I get up at 4 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for work. Yes, you do. I'm from the South Bronx, Boston projects, and cannot be sold on BS, namely woke stuff. Happy monetization. Chiles rellenos on me. And I need coffee. So happy to be a Slantino. Prendemos. Wow, man. Thank you, Eric. I hope that the channel brings you a lot of entertainment and happiness, and that's beautiful. And
Also,
yeah,
you make me hungry. Just to
yeah.
say,
Oh,
you made
dude,
me hungry.
he cooked them and sent photos. I think he took
Yeah.
a video. I've been so busy, I haven't had a chance to see the video. I'm gonna
No,
check out the video.
he uploads photos and videos of what he cooks, and
Hmm.
dude, I'm hungry the rest of the day.
Well, we got to put them on the slant. We got to put that video on the slant.
Yeah.
And you know, this is wonderful. So thanks again. Jedi 6. What? I thought you got much more last week. You've only been monetized for 2 days. Yes, I've been monetized officially through YouTube for 2 days. Last week we made a lot of money, but that was through Stream Elements. And I don't think I ever received a single donation of $50. It was like a lot of $20. I'm just saying, like, that's like a big one-time regalito.
Regalazo, hermano.
Yeah. So yeah, they're just, this is what they're doing.
Yeah.
And
Okay, part of CNN is hiding what is really going on about the Asian hate, and we have seen the videos. We have seen
well, I don't want to
the
talk about that.
yeah. Okay, but
Listen.
this is a bunch of cover up, a bunch of
Yeah.
funniness.
Yeah.
It's not
And
even
and I don't mean to
sound.
stop you. I don't mean to stop you, but
No, I know, I know.
I'm gonna use Gary of Nerdrotic's words. America is not ready to have this conversation of what the real problem is with Asian
Yeah,
hate. Because he knows, he's got insight with
yeah,
his family.
yeah. You know,
And we all know, and I'm just gonna leave it at that.
yeah.
And it is ridiculous to think that that any group is virtuous and can't hate on another group. That is silly. And hopefully through our communities that we have here, we're practicing real diversity, and we have diversity of thought,
If
diversity
yeah,
of people, and we argue and discuss, and we come back and we hug it out.
and it's organic. Let's say representation is
Hmm.
us. We appear in the chat, and someday we say, okay, like once Gary from Neurotic
Hmm.
said, make a channel. If you want to talk about common sense, make a channel. So I did.
Yeah.
I never thought where that was going. I only thought, okay, I will go and do a channel and try to see if anyone cares about what I'm saying.
Did I miss any super chats? Let me. I got a feeling I missed something, because we're gonna wrap it up. But
Yeah.
listen, that's why I said, you know what? I need to come on and talk about this, because this article came out later this evening, and I was like, this stuff is important. It's important to talk about, especially with people who have those backgrounds that are connected to this culture, and are just like, wait a minute, this is kind of silly. All right, let me see.
Completely. Yeah.
Yeah, let me see about these super chats. No, we're all good.
Yeah. Believe
We're all
it
good.
or not, almost all Latino tribes actually have a lot of Asian.
Yeah.
The migration
Yes,
was
of course.
through, yeah. So we are Mongols.
Yeah. So, the thing with being Chicano is in the Cholo and the lowrider culture here for decades have been connected to the Old English font. You can see right there, MMA fighter Cain Velasquez wears it proudly on his chest, brown pride. And even though I don't wear it proudly, because I'm not a great fan of the LA Times, I like the style, I wear this for the style. Sometimes I'll turn it around because I'm not a big fan of it. But you see that with the Raiders and all
Yes.
the designs with the kind of, especially with the younger cholos and Latinos. It's like that's integral to low riding and all the
It's part
toxic
of who you are.
masculinity shit. What's that?
Yeah. It's part of who you are, and yeah, being a macho is part of the Chicano and the Latino mindset as a whole.
Mm-hmm.
We really like being men. We enjoy showing off, being a bit toxic in huge quote marks, because it's a way to compete, to have a small fight with your friends. There's always fun there. There's always, I don't know, that kind of masculinity for me is what I grew up with, what I know,
Well,
what.
oh, and it's just like like the liberal hipsters in Austin trying to get rid of the car culture, the Chicano car culture. Good luck. That's not going to happen. There's
No,
certain
los
things that,
chicanos se la van a quedar, no creas.
yeah. And that's how I feel about this stuff. It's like a lot of these, what they're talking about is like kind of been reappropriated by Asian Americans for their business senses.
Yep.
Because they like it, and certain shit works. Ilaga Bulos, yeah, I'm going to bed as well. Love diversity, hate stupidity. Good night. See you all later. Good folks. Yes, man. Good night. That was fantastic. Jedi 6, I see I did a $500 super chat, but that's okay. You can pay me back when the channel gets monetized. What?
Don't worry, it's a joke in the community.
Okay. I see.
Yeah, it's the Steven
Hey.
Seagal $500 joke.
Oh, Fat Steven?
Yeah, it has. I don't know the exact moment when it came to existence, but it has something to do with Doomcock and $500.
And Soul Assassin's right. I mean, the lowrider Chicano culture is huge in Japan. Huge.
Yes, they love it.
Yeah. So that's it,
They-
guys. That's I wanted to get on, and I see a nice healthy amount of people hanging out here late night with us, and thank you so much, and thank you for liking the stream, hitting it. Let people know where you're going to be the next couple days, Mano.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going to be tomorrow at Nick Weiser's. I don't know the hour, but it's after Friday Night Tights. Yeah, I'm doing my regular podcast this Saturday at 3 p.m. Eastern time. So please check it out. Eastern or Central, something like that. The one that concurs with Ecuador. So.
Okay, great. Don't forget, guys. We'll have our Spanish stream in a week next Thursday. We're practicing for Midnight's Edge and Espanol channel to launch. Jedi 6, you asked if I missed any super chats. That was oh, that's funny. Gotcha. Oh, I missed that one. I missed the $500 one. Oh, Polly, it is not healthy for me to be up listening. Yeah, let's all get some sleep, y'all.
Yeah.
Let's all get some good
3
sleep.
here.
Yeah. Look who got here. Nick McCabe. We're wrapping it up. Hit the replay, buddy. Hit the replay. All right, everyone. Where will I be? Oh, Saturday, I'll be with Yeti Cast.
Nice.
We will be discussing 2 bad movies, Super Mario Brothers and Spawn. What do they have in common?
Those
They
are
both
good movies. Not good, but fun movies.
What they have in common is John Leguizamo. I don't know what's wrong with you, geek, but those movies suck. Much love, everybody. Let's take you out Latino Tom style. Earthquake.
waking, booty shaking, let's get this fucker started. High class, big brass, pretty little liars in a row. No cash, so crass, wrap it up in a bow. I'm so heavy, my head hangs low. When you gonna tell me what you don't know? The whole world's gone crazy, but that's okay now. Don't worry, baby, I won't fade away. Get down on your knees today, but I don't want you to pray. No, no, no. Everything I wear looks like shit on me, but baby, I look good on you. Maybe if I knew just what to say, then maybe you'd know what to do. First glance, last chance, lust at first sight. No finance, no romance, who will win the fight? It's a tug of war with the heart all night. But if we get a happy ending, we'll be alright. No promises, no demands, you're in command. But I can change the rule just like you can. If you don't like it, then there's a door. Will that be credit, cash, check, or money order? Everything I wear looks like shit on me, but baby, I look good on you. Maybe if I knew just what to say, then maybe you'd know what to do. Now.
Come on, y'all. Come on, y'all. Come on, y'all. It's Lamp. It's Lamp. Alright, Paul, let's go.